Hello, thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant. Today's rant is going to be titled Making Good Decisions because when you think about it, in life, you have to make decisions. That's just how it is, Every day you wake up and there's things that you can do and there's things that you can, talk about or, there's things that you do every day. There's decisions you make. What you're going to have for breakfast, what you're going to respond to in that email that your boss sent you, what you're going to say to the woman that you've been talking to on a dating app that you want to date. There's so many different things that come into play when it comes to making decisions in life. And, making good decisions is very important, but there's an aspect of that I want to talk about. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before. And if I did, I'll probably make this an update video of how I feel about it. But I wanted to get it down. So hopefully I didn't say this already, but, I like to look at things from a different perspective than usual. And what that is that what really considers, when you think about, a good decision, like what considers a good decision, considering that, it's something that when you think about it, like considering what you think a good decision is, it really depends on the person, you're asking, because if you consider like what a good decision is, when you ask one person and then you ask like another person what a good decision is, not everyone's going to agree, It could be a good decision to go on that trip and have fun and go on vacation for a while. And, another person would think that it was a really bad idea to take that trip on vacation and you should have spent the money elsewhere or did something else. Everyone has different opinions on what they feel a good decision is, And, I'll give you an example. Me and my mom used to go to the store when I was a lot younger. And, she would ask me what I want for lunch. And I remember one time I asked for a can of soup. And she got me the can of soup, and it was a name brand. It was not store brand. It was a name brand can of soup. And she got me like 3 or 4 cans of it. And my dad was really upset because he thinks that she could have got the store brand and she could have saved a lot of money by buying the store brand. And he said that it was a really poor decision on her part and she should have bought, the store brand instead of the name brand. And that's just, another instance of it, He personally thought in his opinion that her buying the name brand soup was a bad decision. But then someone else would say that it was a perfectly normal decision and it was good because store brand is not as good as name brand, Everyone has a different opinion on what they think, a good decision is. So when we talk about good decisions, you really have to think about that and think about, is this really a good decision? Or is this just someone else's opinion that told me what I need to think is a good decision, Because everyone's different. Everyone has different lives and everyone makes different decisions that, make them who they are. And I think it's really up to us as people to determine what's a good decision for us and what's not, because everyone has a different opinion on it. And I don't think that you should live your life according to how other people think that you should live your life, like them telling you what they think is a good decision for you and what's not, because if you do that, you're the only one that has to deal with the consequences, So it's really important to just make the decisions for yourself that you feel are best for you. And, don't listen to other people, I see this all the time with college where, kids will, make a decision to go to college because their parents, obviously, or their teachers told them that it would be in their best interest and be a good decision to go to college. And then the kid gets to college and fucking hates it and doesn't want to be in college, never wanted to go to college, but he did it or she did it because their parents or their teachers said it would be a good idea and a good decision, That's what I mean. Like, you need to make good decisions for yourself, and you also need to determine what's a good decision for you. And like I was saying before, like what a good decision is for you may be a bad decision for somebody else. And that's something that I really think that we don't really have a good grasp and a good concept of, and we don't really understand that, because college can be a very good decision for some people, and they thrive in college and they become lawyers and doctors and stuff like that. But some people were never meant for college, like me. Like, I was never meant to go to college. I'm not really built for that. I don't really like classrooms and learning. And, I like learning. I just don't like the whole concept of college. It's just not how I learn. And, it's just not my thing. And, but some other person will love it. Everyone's decisions are different for them. And that's just something that I feel like we forget. We think that everyone's the same and everyone needs to make the same decisions when it comes to certain aspects of life, like having a family, going to college, doing this, doing that, getting a credit card, which I've already made a topic on. But, that's just my opinion on the matter. But anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant. Signing out. Have a good one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.